I want to share something with you that I kept to myself for a very long time. For years, I felt embarrassed about it. I'm a senior, just like many of you watching right now, and I truly believed I was doing everything correctly to protect my health. I ate reasonably well, I stayed active, I listened to my doctor, and every single morning, without fail, I took my vitamin B12. I never missed a day. In fact, I used to tell my friends, at least I'm covering my B12. That's one thing I don't have to worry about. But slowly, something began to feel off. Not dramatic, not sudden, nothing that would make you rush to the emergency room, and that's exactly what made it so dangerous. First, there was a faint tingling in my toes. I ignored it. Then I noticed occasional weakness in my hands. Opening jars became harder. Some days my thoughts felt slower, like they were moving through fog. I would walk into a room and forget why I was there. I blamed aging. I blamed stress. I blamed poor sleep. What never crossed my mind was a much simpler and much more uncomfortable question. What if the supplement I trusted the most was never actually working? The turning point came during a routine appointment. I brought my vitamins with me and showed my doctor exactly how I was taking them. He looked at the bottle, he asked a few questions, then he went quiet. No alarm, no dramatic reaction, just a pause. Then he said something I will never forget. "You're not alone. Most of my patients your age are making the same mistakes, and many don't realize it until nerve damage has already begun." That sentence changed everything, because I had been doing what I thought was right, and yet my body was telling a different story. What I learned next shocked me even more. Vitamin B12 isn't just about swallowing a pill. Absorption changes with age. The dose matters, the form matters, the timing matters, your stomach acid matters, your medications matter, even your morning coffee matters. Recent clinical data suggests that a significant percentage of older adults who take B12 regularly are still deficient, not because they don't take it, but because their bodies can no longer use it effectively the way they once did. And no one explains this clearly. No one warns you what to watch for. You continue taking it, assuming you are protected, while subtle symptoms build underneath the surface. So today, I want to walk you through the 5 biggest B12 mistakes seniors make, and I will rank them from common to critical. Stay with me until the end, because the number 1 mistake can allow nerve damage to progress silently even when standard blood tests appear normal. Let's begin. Number 5. Taking B12 with your morning coffee. This one feels harmless, almost trivial. You wake up, you pour your coffee, you take your vitamins with the first few sips because it helps you remember. Millions of people do this every day. But research in nutritional biochemistry has shown that compounds found in coffee, including chlorogenic acids and tannins, can interfere with the absorption of several B vitamins, including B12. Here's what happens. Coffee initially stimulates stomach acid production, which sounds helpful, but it also speeds up gastric emptying. In simple terms, it moves contents through your digestive system faster. B12 absorption requires time. It's a multi-step process. When digestion speeds up, less of the vitamin is properly absorbed. On top of that, coffee has a mild diuretic effect. Because B12 is water-soluble, anything your body doesn't immediately use is excreted in urine. So if you combine reduced absorption time with increased elimination, you create a quiet but consistent loss. The fix is simple. Take your B12 at least 1 hour before coffee, or wait 2 hours after your last cup. Many experts recommend taking it first thing in the morning with plain water on an empty stomach and delaying coffee until breakfast. That small adjustment alone can significantly improve absorption. But timing is only the beginning. Number 4. Taking a dose that is too low.
The official recommended daily allowance for adults is 2.4 micrograms. That number was established decades ago to prevent severe deficiency diseases in healthy young adults. It was never designed to optimize brain health in aging populations. As we age, stomach acid production naturally declines. A condition known as atrophic gastritis affects a notable percentage of adults over 60, reducing the body's ability to extract B12 from food and supplements. So not only might you need more B12, you're also absorbing less of what you take. Neurological research has shown that older adults with B12 levels in the low normal range still demonstrated higher rates of cognitive decline compared to those with higher levels. In other words, normal may not be optimal. Many clinicians now suggest that seniors benefit from 500 to 1,000 micrograms daily, significantly higher than the outdated minimum recommendation. B12 has a strong safety profile, and excess amounts are typically excreted. The greater risk is chronic underdosing, allowing subtle nerve damage to progress over years. If your supplement only provides 25, 50, or even 100 micrograms, it may not be sufficient to overcome age-related absorption challenges. But even the right dose won't help if you're using the wrong form.
Number 3. Using the wrong type of B12. Most supplements on store shelves contain cyanocobalamin. It's inexpensive, it's stable, and has a long shelf life, but it is a synthetic form that requires conversion in the liver before the body can use it. That conversion becomes less efficient with age. The forms your body actually uses are methylcobalamin and adenosylcobalamin. Methylcobalamin plays a key role in nerve function and brain chemistry. Adenosylcobalamin supports cellular energy production inside mitochondria. Studies comparing forms have shown that methylcobalamin often produces stronger improvements in neurological markers among older adults. While cyanocobalamin is not inherently harmful in standard amounts, relying solely on it may not be ideal if your body struggles with conversion. When choosing a supplement, look specifically for methylcobalamin or a formula that includes both active forms. It may cost slightly more, but effectiveness matters more than price when it comes to your nervous system. Still, even the right form at the right dose can fail under one major condition. Number 2, taking medications that block absorption. This is where things become more complicated. Certain commonly prescribed medications can significantly interfere with B12 absorption. Proton pump inhibitors used for acid reflux reduce stomach acid, which is necessary to separate B12 from food proteins. Long-term use has been associated with increased risk of deficiency. Metformin, widely prescribed for type 2 diabetes, can interfere with absorption at the level of the small intestine. Other medications, certain antibiotics, seizure medications, and even frequent antacid use may contribute as well. If you take any of these regularly, it is wise to monitor B12 levels periodically and discuss appropriate supplementation with your healthcare provider. Because now we arrive at the most critical mistake of all.
Calm, trustworthy, reflective medical narrator. Number 1. Swallowing pills when your body can no longer absorb them. This is the game changer. B12 absorption through digestion requires stomach acid, digestive enzymes, a protein called intrinsic factor, and functioning receptors in the terminal ileum of the small intestine. If any part of this chain weakens, absorption drops sharply. Research suggests a significant portion of adults over 60 produce reduced intrinsic factor, sometimes without symptoms. In some studies, older participants absorbed less than 2% of orally swallowed B12, which means you could be taking high doses daily and most of it simply passes through. The solution? Bypass the digestive system. Sublingual B12, tablets or liquid held under the tongue, allows absorption directly through blood vessels in the oral mucosa. For some individuals, this method produces blood levels comparable to injections. To use it properly, allow it to dissolve fully under the tongue for at least 30 to 120 seconds without swallowing immediately. For those with severe deficiency or confirmed absorption disorders, B12 injections remain an effective option under medical supervision. The key lesson is this: swallowing pills is not the only method, and for some seniors, it is the least effective one.
Calm, trustworthy, reflective medical narrator. Now you understand the 5 major mistakes that may be quietly undermining B12 levels. Taking it with coffee, using too low a dose, choosing the wrong form, overlooking medication interference, relying solely on digestive absorption. Correcting even one of these can make a meaningful difference. Correcting several could be life-changing. If you've been experiencing fatigue, brain fog, tingling sensations, or unexplained weakness, it may be worth discussing B12 testing with your healthcare provider. Small adjustments today can protect your nerves, your cognition, and your energy for years to come. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this information helped you see something in a new light, consider subscribing so you never miss another discussion that could support your long-term health and independence. Your future self may thank you for it.